Hello explorers from all over the globe. Welcome aboard the time-traveling Black Pearl. I'm your tour guide, Toby. Today we're heading to an incredibly amazing city, Guangzhou, China, a super major port on the maritime Silk Road. Are you ready to travel through time with me and see how cool Guangzhou has been and still is? Let's set off! Look, this is Guangzhou, and here there's an incredible water slide, the Pearl River. It gurgles from the inland of China to Guangzhou and then carries goods out to the sea, just like a delivery channel, specially created by nature for trade. Moreover, Guangzhou has mountains to the north and a sea to the south, just perfectly positioned as a middleman. About 2,000 years ago, the ancients had a brainwave. Isn't this a naturally born port? So, merchant ships started from here to send Chinese treasures all over the world. Do you know the ancient Guangzhou port was busier than an amusement park? Arab merchants brought spices, Persian fleets carried glassware, and Chinese sailors loaded porcelain, silk, embroidery, lacquerware, bone, horn and ivory works, amongst many other treasures, spreading the Chinese style to the other side of the ocean. And it was all the rage in Europe almost 2 centuries. Especially in France. Even King Louis XIV became a superfan of China and celebrated the New Year of 1700 in the Palace of Versailles in a Chinese festival style. After that, the whole of Europe seemed to be enchanted and fell deeply to the fantasy and infatuation with China. They were eager to pursue Chinese knowledge, imitate Chinese lifestyles, and obsess over Chinese art and decoration styles, while all the goods imported from China became sought-after fashion items. First up is porcelain. Look at this Chinese export porcelain plate. Housed in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, it has colourful flowers and other plants painted on it. The plate was specially customised for European guests by Guangzhou craftsmen at the time. European nobles regarded them as treasures and even built a special Chinese porcelain room in the palace, just like you collect limited edition toys. Gradually, more and more orders were placed for processing in Guangzhou, and an incredible new porcelain variety was born. It is Guangzhou gold thread colourful porcelain. Take this covered punch bowl, for example. These golden threads that shine like stars and the beautiful depictions of European buildings on it show the unique craftsmanship of Guangzhou porcelain painters. This porcelain style absorbs the traditional multicoloured and familial rose techniques, imitates the expression techniques of Western paintings, and is formed through colour painting and baking. Let me tell you secretly, it remains a highly precious antique style in the international collection community today. Next, let's take a look at the silk embroidery magic of Guangzhou. Guangzhou's silk embroidery has a unique style with Western oil painting characteristics, full composition, bright colours and strong decorativeness. As soon as it was exported at that time, it gained international fame. Since the 17th century, the demand for Chinese silk in the European and American markets has been on the rise. The nobles in the court of Louis XIV of France took wearing silk as a fashion, and some even wore Chinese clothes. The embroidery on the silk was also mass-produced accordingly. In the 18th century, a batch of Guangzhou products, specially for export, was produced. Look, this is the painted taffeta exported from Guangzhou. This blue silk is embroidered with colourful bouquets as if it holds the whole spring within. Every stitch is like a magic brush of Guangzhou embroiderers, showing the changes in European aesthetic fashion from the 17th to the 18th century. At the same time, the types of Guangzhou are becoming more and more diversified. It appears not only on clothing and accessories, but also on larger sized export items, such as hanging tapestries, curtains, and bedspreads, which are bigger in size than shawls. Moreover, its decorative functions can be combined with other materials, producing new aesthetic effects. The customized designs from the West not only preserved the inherent characteristics of Guangzhou, but also carried forward the complex and diverse stitching techniques, as well as the gold thread and velvet embroidery. This is the charm of cultural integration. Now Guangzhou is even more remarkable. Wow! Look at this slim waist Canton tower that can change its outfit. During the day, it is like an elegant girl wearing a silver dress. And at night, it puts on a star-adorned necklace. Every beam of light dances to the music, illuminating the entire Pearl River. The high-rise buildings in Zhujiang New Town are like those from science fiction movies. Everything here is changing, but what remains unchanged is that Guangzhou is still the shopping paradise of the world. The Canton Fair is like the modern version of the 13 Hongs, a group of merchant firms in Guangzhou during the Qing dynasty. And every year, merchants from more than 200 countries come here with orders to look for treasures. Maybe there is a cargo ship full of Chinese-style goods heading for your country right now. Ding! The time-travelling Black Pearl has docked. Today's adventure in Guangzhou is over, but our Chinese-style journey continues. Now, here's a quiz for you. Why did foreign nobles like Guangzhou porcelain? What makes Guangzhou silk embroidery so magical? You can tell the answers to your family and friends. See you next time. Bye-bye.